What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck, and in this moment, we're going to discuss Bronny James' situation. As we all know, LeBron James is pushing for his son to get into the league. We have a report pulled up that's going to discuss what NBA executives are talking about as far as Bronny James' first college basketball season with the USC Trojans. But before we get into that report, I want to ask you guys to do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for the love and support that you guys are giving me. It is growing my channel at a rapid pace. All I ask that you take a half a second and hit that like button and continue to enjoy the content. Back to the video. So, Bronny James, man, as you guys know, I've made multiple videos about Bronny James, and in my opinion, I've often stated that I feel like he should stay in college a little bit longer, develop some of those skills, because in this moment, I just do not think that he's ready. And I see in his comparison and kind of in a weird way, what's the guy named Scoot Henderson on the Trailblazers? He reminds me of Bronny James, and I see that the season he's having, he doesn't have a LeBron James on the Trailblazers, but it goes to show you that even when you think that you're ready for some players, that you just may not be ready. And I understand that, now that Bronny James' season is over, you have all the reports breaking out now to give their fair assessments and their takes. And some of these reports, guys, let's just be honest, they're feeding LeBron James his ego. They want to help him, but you have a lot of people who are against him. So if they could either help or harm, trust me, the media is going to do so. And like I tell you guys, man, I really do like Bronny James. He's a bright kid. I think that his father does make it hard to root for him, simply because a lot of people in the league respect LeBron James, but a lot of people just don't like him. And I hate that the kid is caught in the middle of this, but obviously he cannot help who his father is. In my opinion, I think that Bronny James should declare for the draft and go about it his own way. You just don't want that look, right? You just don't want that look like I'm LeBron James and what I say goes. Yes, we know that Giannis's brother is over on the team with him, but Giannis isn't pushing for him to become a star player or a star on the team or have a starting role. Maybe in a good rotation, Bronny James will do well. I'm not doubting that at all. But as far as now, the 2024 season, averaging 5.7 points in 20 odd minutes, I just don't think that he's ready. But let's get into this report where it says, and this is from ESPN.com, what NBA executives are saying about USC's Bronny James. So let's get into it. It goes along. USC's season came to a close Thursday afternoon at the Pac-12 tournament in a 70-49 loss at the hands of top-seeded Arizona, right? We all know that this team isn't good, so hey, 49 points compared to the season they had, we'll take it, right? With the end of USC's arduous 15-18 season comes draft decisions for the team's NBA prospects. Projected lottery pick Isaiah Caller is expected to enter the 2024 draft. A different type of decision process awaits Bronny James, whom NBA teams have long viewed as a candidate to turn pro following his freshman year, in a large part because of the possibility of him joining a team alongside his father. And this is what's baffling to me, honestly, because if this were any other kid, right? You have so many other kids that actually do deserve to be covered right now. But what's more of a splash, right? More of a splash to cover is Bronny James because of LeBron James, right? And I'm just saying, man, I hope that this kid comes to the league and balls out, because there are going to be a lot of people preying on his downfall. There's still a lot of people preying on LeBron James's downfall. And obviously he has defied all of that with the help of Balco. Just playing. No, I'm not. So we hope that Bronny James, man, he's a good kid, man. Like I said, he's full of life. He's full of joy. But at the end of the day, man, you got to be fair. There are going to be a lot of prospects that look at Bronny James and they're going to know, like, deep down, man, like, no, he didn't deserve to be drafted over me or whatever. If he declares for the 2024 draft, that's a huge if, right? You already see what De'Aaron Fox is doing to the Lakers years later, because they refused to draft him and they took Lonzo Ball, a guy who has never really had a healthy season, over him. And now you see De'Aaron Fox looks like he's found a home, but he has not forgotten. And I would like to think that it's going to be the same case if Bronny James is, drafted over players that deserve it. It goes on to say, simply returning to the court has been a significant accomplishment for Bronny James this season after experiencing cardiac arrest. Yes, Yes, he did have a heart attack. I don't know what caused it. Based off of some of the early reports, hearing LeBron James speak, I think that he was born with some type of birth defect. And they called it a congenital heart attack, right? Maybe with a rested season, he can come back and, he can really show what he has. I think that it's hard to get on that court and play knowing that you just went through what you went through. No matter how much you work out, no matter how hard you train, your mental has to kind of recover. You have to get over that. But it goes on to say James averaged 4.8 points. And this is wild because some reports say that his average was 5.7 points. So now we have a drop of 4.8 points. 2.8 rebounds and 2.1 assists in 25 games. While the numbers in the vacuum don't paint the picture of one and done prospect. And that is what I have been stressing. That does not paint the picture of a one and done prospect. It simply does not. You see the Zion Williamsons, and after him was Ja Morant, and look at the type of superstar talent that they display. I mean, if you're going to go all in on a number one pick to just potentially hope to land LeBron James, right? And we all know that LeBron James does not want to leave LA. So at the end of the day, he stated on the record in one post-game presser that, whatever team my son goes to is the team I'm going to play for. But that is not the case. We all know that you want to be in LA, LeBron James. That's where it's at. You can be yourself. It's quiet, superstars all around you. It's not like it's just you. You have your businesses there. Bronny school is there. Your family is happy. So I just don't see him shaking that up anytime soon. So yes, is he playing hardball both ways with Jenny Buss acting like he don't want to be there? Yes, he is. It's the art of negotiation. And somewhere along the fine line prints, they have a handshake deal. If they're going to extend LeBron James, you can bet your bottom ass that Bronny James is going to join. So goes on to say LeBron James has been vocal about his hope to share the court professionally with his oldest son. He also said that Bronny will make his own decision on whether to enter the draft. It's good to say that, LeBron James, but we all know what you really want. Come on, man. The situation has created a dynamic surrounding the proposition that drafting Bronny could potentially bolster a team's chances of adding LeBron in free agency. Whether that happens in 2024 or in the future, James has until June 29 to decide whether to exercise his $51.4 million player option with the Lakers. And I'm here to tell you guys, right, it's all about the weight gain. And I believe that they're stringing along the media. Yeah, we're going to let Bronny James make the decision, but Bronny James is in all of his dad. His dad is in all of him. They're joining hip, man. I don't see Bronny James making his own decision without his father's input. I'm sorry, I just don't see it, because if that was the case, then maybe he would have stayed in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? This man has been not only the greatest player since MJ and Kobe, but literally the whole world idolizes LeBron James. He's been there. He's been supportive of all of your games. And Bronny James is going to remember all that in the decision-making process. And I just don't see him not going with his dad, because his dad has pretty much been there the whole way. And without his dad, I just don't think that Bronny James will have the confidence to showcase his skill sets. And I think that what LeBron is trying to do is welcome him into the NBA his way. You don't have to worry about all of that rookie hazing, because, hey, I'm your dad. I'm going to watch out for you your first year or your first 2 years, so that once I retire, I could instill and trust that most of my intangibles you will still have when I'm away from you. And I think that's the good way to do it. It's kind of like job shadowing, or like Patrick Mahomes getting drafted to the Chiefs and, kind of being red shirted, but watching the way that professionals handled themselves before he took the field, and the rest is history. He is now a 3-time Super Bowl champion. Maybe a lot of NFL execs will, be cautious with this whole situation, because at the end of the day, it's really more about LeBron James. Who can acquire LeBron James and literally wiggle him away from Jeanie Buss and the Lakers organization? And I just don't see that happening. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do whatever it takes to keep LeBron James there. He's must-see TV still. He's still doing great things. So you guys weigh in with your thoughts, comments, and concerns on this topic, as Bronny James has finished his first season with the USC Trojans. Will he be a Laker in 2024? Let us know. Laker Nation, weigh in with your thoughts, comments, and concerns. Like always, thank you guys so much for the love and support. And remember to hit that like button and that subscribe button if you enjoyed this content. Like always, let me know how you charge the game. Peace.